Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Survival Stories 3. I am your host today, Renovate. And today, guys, is episode number 9, and hopefully you are enjoying this series as much as I am. This series is actually going to last pretty long because it just seems to take a little bit of time to get what you want done. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, click that like button. And if you're new to the channel or you just happen to stop by, click that subscribe button, and I will subscribe back to your channel. So, yeah, today, guys, we're gonna get back into immersive engineering. I'll show you some things that I have already set up, and hopefully you have fun following along. So, let's get started. All right, guys, we're just going to start off from where we left at last episode. Last episode, we had this fermenter and this industrial squeezer all set up. We had it tanking over or piped over to our tanks. That one is the ethanol, and that is the plant oil. And between episodes, I went ahead and hooked up some things that's going on outside, and I'll show you those. But for right now, I think these things are out of power, which it looks like they are. And this one's got a bunch of seeds it needs to work on, and this one's got a bunch of wheat that needs to be worked on. But yeah, between episodes, guys, I went ahead and hooked up these underground. And there's a pipe that goes like this, and it goes over there, and it goes over to that. And you probably guessed what that is. This is the refinery. And if you check in your engineer's manual, and I think it is under, let's see, tools and simple machines, heavy machinery, biodiesel, and right there it is. It's the biodiesel. So that's the crafting recipe, and it's showing you that you got to use these sheet metal blocks and some heavy engineering blocks and some light engineering blocks and some steel scaffolding. And if you click the question mark, it'll actually tell you what you need of exactly, or what exactly you need of each material, and then it kind of shows you on how to do it. So the front of it is always going to be the heavy engineer block. The light engineering blocks are these light ones, and these heavy ones are the ones that kind of got the black on it right there. But once you make it, you just right click on it with your engineer's hammer, and then this little thing pops up. Now this is the output for the diesel, and this is where the power comes in, and this right here is a little place where you can put like a switch so you can turn this thing on and off. So what I did is I have the plant oil coming up into this side. I'm sorry, that's the ethanol. Ethanol is white. And I got the plant oil coming up in this side, and it is filled. So you can see the ethanol is there, and you got plant oil there. But I have not turned it on because I do not have any power for it yet. So that's what I did for that. Let's run upstairs real quick. And I went ahead and moved my plant farm up to the roof. And as you remember, the plant farm used to be right down there, and you can actually see the bare spot where I had it, and I took some of it out of here, and we went ahead and made the Ender.io farming station, which is right there, and it does have one upgrade into it. So basically what you do is you set this up. I didn't want to click on that, tag on it. Let's do this. Oh man, let's do it with an empty hand. There we go. I didn't want to do anything like that, so let's just, I don't want to do anything like this. Just disable it. Thank you. So yeah, it's going to start pulling. I should already have that on it. Let's go ahead and click on the top one then. Let's call this, let's take this and call it pull. No, I don't want to pull. I want to push. Yeah, we want to push this out. Good. So this is pushing out the things that it's going to pick. Right now it's going to always keep 32 seeds in these four corners, where you got to put them in there first, but it's always going to keep those there. I went ahead and made a diamond hoe, so that's going to be working for a while, and the upgrade allows it to plant in a pretty big area. I think this is the maximum that it could do. The only problem is when you put the water in here, the water only goes to here, so you got to put these little water blocks on the outside in order for these things to get water. So I got two of those running, and we got this on a switch, but I actually have it left on all the time now. And excuse me if I sound a little nasally, I have a cold, a really bad one too. But we got this powered up like this, and so it's getting power, and then every time it picks something, it goes into these barrels. Now this might just be Actually, I really didn't need to do it this way, but I just went ahead and did it. So we got the string going in here. This is the wheat. This is the hemp, and then this is the hemp seeds, and that's the seeds from there. All these things here go into here, and then right here we have this as a filter for just the wheat, and then this one right here's got the filter for both the seeds. So we got both the seeds going in there. So that's how that's working. So so that's our plant. I don't know. That's our plant garden thing. I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep up with with what we're going to need for the biodiesel, but we're going to find out. Let me go ahead and grab my sleeping bag real quick, and we will take a nap. So the one thing I needed down here was some coal coke, which is good. So let's go ahead and grab that and jump back up here. One other thing. Oh, crap. Oh, we didn't die. How about that? Oh, there it is. Just a delayed. What is that? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Man, why is this not popping up? I'm having really low ping, so I think I'm lagging a little bit. Where did he go? Let's grab our sword and find out where that bad boy went. Oh, jeez. Oh, he teleported me. Sweet. Whew. Weird. Okay, so let's get up here. And then let's take this over to here. So I'm going to put this coal coke in here, and this thing's going to kick on. And it should stay on for some pretty long time. And then these things are going to start producing fluids. Awesome. It's going to drop the fluids in here. Now this one should probably start building back up. I don't know how much the pipes that are under the ground, they're kind of backed up now, but I don't know how much they'll actually carry, like an internal buffer inside the pipes. But it seems like they're carrying quite a bit. So that's going to be that. But the one thing I wanted to get built today, guys, is the actual generator, because now we need to produce some power. And the generators produce somewhere along the lines of like 4,000 RF per tick while they're on. And that's pretty much what we need. I mean, I'm doing, I think, like 400 RF per tick right now, and that's all fine and dandy. But I think we need to get a lot of power going. Once we get the power going, then we can start hooking up our base with, you know, power cords, extension cords. We can start running power cables and conduits in the walls, and we can start getting some stuff built, some machinery made. The machinery that I want to get made is the magma crucible and the fluid. It's the two things where you throw the redstone in it, and then or ender pearls, because I want to make some tesseracts so we can not have power production all over the place. The only way I can do it right now is if I make another tank like this, and then use some more of these dynamos and pump the power into what we're going to be using, which is what we're going to have to do to jumpstart most of this stuff. But until we get the generators started, that's how we're going to have to do it. So, and we're not going to use the cables from Immersive Engineering. We're just going to use regular Ender IO, and then we'll do some conduit facades for these. So eventually none of this stuff will look like this. We'll have it all running into the wall. It'll be nice and tidy and clean, but right now this is where we're at. So let's get down to our workspace, and we'll get some of the things ready. And where are all these mobs coming from? Are you serious? Let's get some of this stuff ready, and we'll start making the generator. It takes quite a bit of materials, so let's get started. Alright, so let's look in our book and we'll find out what we need to make the actual generator. So let's go out of this and let's go to power, probably. Power generation. There's actually one in here that says heavy machinery, biodiesel, diesel generator. Nope, that's not it. Let's go back. Biodiesel, diesel generator. That's it right there. So this is what we're going to have to make. And this is showing the pattern that we need to make it. But this right here is going to tell us what we have to make. So we need 6 generator blocks, 9 radiator blocks, and 27 heavy engineering blocks. So that's going to be a lot of iron and a lot of steel. So the first thing we're going to make is these things down here, which are the generator blocks. And for those, I think we're going to need quite a bit of copper. So let's go ahead and here, and let's type in immersive engineering. And let's go up to the generator blocks, which look like right there, generator blocks. So the generator blocks, they make 2. We need 6. So we need to make 3 of this. And in the middle is a kinetic dynamo, which you remember we made those for the wheels out front. And that's just a bunch of copper coil, or copper wire, surrounded by an iron ingot. And this is just a bunch of copper surrounded by a stick, or a stick surrounded by copper. So let's get a bunch of copper. Let's get 2 stacks. Let's get some iron, and let's see what we can make with this. So let's go ahead and get this, and this, and that, and that, and let's make, let's try 20. Let's see how much that's going to get us. And then we need to take those and go like that. That's going to give us 2. That's not going to give us hardly any, because that's only going to give us 1 of those. Okay, we need to make a lot more, so let's make a lot more. So let's go back to this, back to that, back to this. Let's do that, and then click on that, and that's going to give us 4. And that should make us 8, right? Yeah, so that's going to make us 8. So let's do steel and electrum. See, we do have our electrum, I think, is in here. There's our electrum and our steel. How much steel do we have? We have 3 there and 8 there. How much steel do we have in here? 0. Alright, we're going to make this the cheap way. So let's grab a stack of that. And let's go downstairs and grab a stack of coal. We're going to make it the immersive engineering, or the ancient warfare way. Let's do that. This will give us a stack. And if you guys have ancient warfare, it's pretty cool. This is kind of, I don't want to say it's a cheaty way of doing it, but it's a cheaty way of doing it. So if you do that and that, and that gives you ancient warfare steel. Now you can take this steel, you don't have to do this, but you can take this steel and put it in here like that, and then take it back out. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Take it back out, and now it's immersive engineering steel. Isn't that cool? It changes it. So we'll take this over here, and what did we need to make? We needed to make this, which is good, and then now we need to make this, or did we already make that? No, we did not make those yet. So we need to make that. That makes us 4 of those, and then these generator blocks, we're gonna need steel and that, and we should have 1, 2, 3. Cool, that's all we needed for that. Okay, so we got those. That gives us 6 generator blocks. We got an extra kinetic block. We'll go ahead and put this over here. Do that. Okay. And the next thing we're going to make are what was the other block called? It's a black block. There it is, the radiator block. So the radiator block is a bunch of steel and some water buckets. So and that's going to give us 2. So we need to do this 3 times, and we just have 1 water bucket. So that's fine. I don't think I have an infinite water source around here. I don't. So let's just do this, and then we'll go back and forth real quick. And do that, and then click that, and then that. What are we missing? What are we missing? Steel, copper, and a bucket. Okay, well, let's just do this. It probably just didn't pick up this stuff here. And then the copper goes like this. So there's 2 of those. Let me check the book real quick. I forget. Do we need 9 of these? Oh, that's... Jeez. My mind is working faster than... Okay, yeah, we need 9 of those. So let's do that a couple more times. So let's run over here. Do that. And then run over here. And do this again. Put that in there. And then go like this. Was it the other way around? And that. And then that. And then that. Yep. 2 of those. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think it'd be quicker if I just went over here to my sink. Oop. Can I do this? There we go. Awesome. And then run back over here. I forgot that sink is like an infinite water source, so we can put that in there. And then, let me get the correct one. There we go, like that. Crap. Eh. Okay, so the coppers are always on the north-south axis, and then we need the steel again. We need to do this one more time to get 9. That gives us 6. Actually, we need to do it 2 more times. Alright, so let's do this. And at least you guys know how to make radiator blocks now. Let's put this in here. And see, the copper went on the north-south blocks. Man. Got happy fingers. Okay, here we go. Let's sleep real quick so we don't get any mobs coming around. So we'll get this made, and if we got some time, might try to build one more thing just for fun. We'll have to check our time. And let's get this made, so do it one more time. And where'd our steel? There's our steel. Bam, 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 and bam. Awesome. So we got all those. So we got these 2 things that we needed. And hold on. And then the next thing we're going to need is heavy engineer's blocks. And I know I just made a bunch of this, and it does take quite a bit of material, and it's right here. So it takes a lot of pistons and a lot of steel and a lot of these things. So luckily we have some of those things already. The only thing we need is the pistons. So I just got to find out where I put all my pistons. There's 9 of them. And let's just see how many we can just get by with real quick. We can get by with 8. So how many do we need? We need 27, looks like. Yeah. Alright, so let me make those real quick, and when I get them done, I'll come back to you guys. Be right back. Alright, so we got this thing all made. Let's get up here and fly around. And I'm having this the most horrible lag right now, guys, and I apologize for it. Yeah, you can see my ping is super low, so I don't have a clue. So this thing has been on, and this thing is probably done processing its fluids. It is. That's good. Let's go ahead and see if the tanks have stuff in it. It doesn't look like they do. We'll look in here, and this one doesn't. So it's actually just putting it into the. This one's actually showing it does have some. It's just actually putting it into the pipes, which is, I guess is okay. But we want to go ahead and build the generator. So let's check our book real quick and see. I don't know. I believe this is what I'm remembering as being the back. This is where there's a big propeller type contraption right here. So we want to make that here in the back side. So let's go ahead and put the radiator blocks back there, and let's put it. I don't want to put it too far away, so let's do this. And then we need these heavy engineer blocks, which is just a 3x3. Like so. And then these are going to be in the front, like this. And then we're going to jump up and go like this. And these are going to go here. And then these are going to fill in the rest of the space. So we're going to jump up here. And then go like this. Whoops. Let's get that there. Let's see if we can get that block back. We did good. So now what we want to do is click on this with our engineer's hammer. So let's get our engineer's hammer out. And this will change it into the structure. And for some reason it's kind of weird. Glitch right there. There it comes through. So cool. So this is it. And I believe that the power comes out. I'm trying to see where I feed in the fluids. I think I can feed in the fluids from either one of these sides. And this is the switch, and this is my power. Anything on top of here is my power actually to output. So we could put the little cable things on top of here, the insulators, and then run power back to this. Otherwise, we're just going to run our fluids from here to here. So let's go ahead and get our fluid pipes out. We got 6 of them here. I got a ton of them in my bag. And I think I just want to go ahead and leave this like this. And I don't want them connecting to the side there, so let's do this. That and that. And we want to actually turn this on first, so let's see. Let's do this. I want to make a lever for that, and then let's come over here and let's put the lever on there. So what I want to do is somehow get this some power real fast, and the power is going to come through here in the back. So I think what I might do is jump over to our base and grab one of those capacitors, and then we can actually, it seems like I'm always sleeping on you guys, so let's go ahead and sleep again. Get one of those capacitors, and then we can actually see how much power we're getting. So let's grab our, actually, you know what, I think I can just jump straight down into the water. Right, there we go. That's a lot easier than flying. The other thing is, guys, is I was told that if I had feather falling on my boots and I had this jetpack, then I wouldn't die, or I wouldn't take any damage when I'm falling. But check this out. Bam, took damage. Now that's feather falling 5. I shouldn't take out any damage, but I am. So I don't know what's up with that. So we'll have to figure that one out. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff back. And I love when I do that. I'm like notorious for doing that. There's some more of that, and this is our electrum, so let's throw that in there. And here's our steel. Actually, we might have to keep this out because we might have to do something. I wanted to see, let's see here, how are we going to do this? We need cable that's not this one. We want the heavy voltage cable, which uses aluminum and steel and a stick. That's not that bad. And then we're going to have to make one of these. Or actually, I'm going to make a couple of those because I need to make a relay. I think that's what it's called right there. Yeah, a relay. So we need 4 of those, and that's going to give us 8 of those. Excuse me. The only reason is because the high voltage cable, if you remember, like when we had this hooked up with just regular cable, you can keep going from like copper to copper to copper to copper, but on high voltage cable, you can only go one run. That's it, unless you have a relay, and it keeps relaying it to the next thing. So that's what we're going to have to look at. But what I wanted to do was maybe make one of these things here and see how much power we end up getting out of that generator. So let's see what it takes to make one of those. I'm not going to take that one simply because that one's full. I'll take that one to jumpstart the other thing though. So let's take a look at see if it's cheaper to make one of these, which is copper and a leadstone, and this only holds, what's this hold? 400,000. We can upgrade it with some Invar and it can hold 2 million. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's grab this. So we're going to need some electrum, which we just put away. Let's grab our electrum. Let's grab some copper, some lead, some redstone. And what else do we need? Let's go ahead and make that. Make one of those. And where'd it go? There we go. Make that. And then we need a redstone block. Make one of those. And then I don't know if I have any glass on me. I don't have glass on me. Figures. And let's see. We got glass in there. Don't have glass in there. I just made a whole bunch of glass. There it is, right there. Alright, so let's go click that again. Click that, got that made. And then click that. And then bam. So that next thing we need is Invar. And I don't think... Did I keep our... Yeah, we did. Okay, 54 of them. Holy crap. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's upgrade it to the hardened. And let's put it in there. Invar, bam, 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 bam. There we got hardened one. So, but it's not powered, which is fine because we don't want it to be powered. What's the next one up? I think the next one up is actually not this one, but this one. This is where we're going to have to make the thing I was talking about, the fluid transposer. That's what I was trying to say earlier, is the fluid transposer. So this one actually holds quite a bit more, which would be this one here, which is 20 million. So we'll have to wait on that one. So let's go ahead and put this back to where we got it. Let's put the steel back, bam, and then put the copper back, bam, and then electrum we don't have a barrel for. We're going to put it in here though. And then the rest of the stuff we do have a place for. So let's go ahead and put this back in there. And this back in there. Is that everything? That looks like everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I want to take one of these off because we're going to use it to power up our thing. And that should put us... That should give us... Is that everything that we're going to need? I'm believing it will be. At least it's going to let us know how much RF per tick it's going to allow us to produce. So let's go ahead and do this. And fly up here. And fly across to here. And then, oh, it's good to see that this thing is pumping fluids. Oh, I see something. I don't like when this looks like this. Let's do that and that. Good. Okay, so let's jump down here. And let's run over here. And to get this to start, I think it doesn't need power to start. It just has output for power. So let's go ahead and put that on there. And this is the front, so we want the bottom to be input, which would be blue, and good. And then this thing here, we're just going to throw this energy cell, bam, on it. And this is going to start, and this thing's starting. And if I click on this, you can actually see that that is super, super fast. Super fast. That's awesome. Okay, good. And how are we doing on our stuff? We're doing pretty good, actually. We got plant oil and ethanol, and it's pumping this in there. And this is just going to stay on as long as it's producing power. And it's going up. So we're already at 500,000. And it's still going. I don't know if I can increase this. Nope, that's all it will do. But that's fine. So it's doing way over there. If you look at that, it's almost doing... That's quite a bit of power. I'm actually surprised. So let's let that keep running. I want to make sure that this thing's keeping up. I know that this thing has almost... These pipes, man, it's loud. We'll have to get some sound buffers to put in here. That's okay. So let's go back upstairs real quick, because I want to check something. And let's go over to our base. What did I want to check? I forget. Oh, I wanted to make another switch, so I need some... I'm probably gonna die because my parachute is not coming. There we go. We need some cobblestone, which I actually made some here. It's gonna allow us to make another lever. And that's gonna be good for that. And then, so yeah, we got that set up. That's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty satisfied with that. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys, for the language. I hate this stupid jetpack. You know what that means? We're about to actually make a jetpack. A real jetpack. But let's go ahead and eat real quick while we're running around here. I think we have regular jetpacks on here, don't we? Whoops. Let's type in NEI. Jetpack. No, we don't. Ooh. Ooh, we don't have jetpacks in this mod. Oh my god, don't drop my sandwiches. Pick it up. Man, that's kind of disappointing because I don't have the other way to fly. So as you can see, this thing went ahead and shut itself off. Now there is a shut off here, but it's already shut off. Once this thing isn't running, it just doesn't run. And there's really no GUI or anything. If I click on it, there's nowhere to click and see what's going on. So this is just going to keep biodiesel. And we are absolutely filled there, and filled there. That's actually awesome. And we didn't use very much power. What I can do though is run a single line back over to here and loop it into this. But anytime that this thing starts using power here, and it depletes it, this thing is going to kick back on. So we'll have to come up with a way to keep these going. So the one thing that we can do, and if you look in your book, let's get out our Bible and turn to chapter, I'm just kidding. If you look right here, fuel is to be input at the bottom corners, whereas energy is to be output to the up to 3 connections at the top. The 4096 RF per tick the generator outputs will split between them. So we're producing 4000 RF per tick, way more than what we need. I only need really about 1500, I believe. So that's what I wanted to get done, because the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to invest some time and some resources into producing a ender quarry to put in our mining age right there. And then the other thing I want to do is earlier on, Link and I were searching for meteorites, and actually Link found most of them. But we have all the presses, so I want to go ahead and get started on Applied Energetics. I don't know if I'm going to record it or not, but I do want to get into it and see if we can go ahead and get some storage set up, because I need to get some stuff, at least for when we do our ender quarry, place for all the materials to go. So this is going to be the main power source for that. That's actually going to be the main power source for all of our stuff. And in between videos, I might make a couple of these, because it really wasn't that hard to make. It's just a lot of steel and iron, and we're getting kind of low on our resources. But if I make a couple of these, and I have 4000 RF per tick on each one of them, that's pretty equivalent to a big reactor. So yeah, guys, that's going to be today's episode. I think we're going to cut it right there. There's a lot more that I could probably do, but I want to keep the video in a good time frame. I don't want to extend it too long. But yeah, guys, if you're enjoying this series or any of the other series, click that like button. It just lets us know that you are enjoying it, and it also shares it on your Twitter feeds or your YouTube channels. If you're new to the channel or you just happen to stop by, click that subscribe button so you can keep up with what I do. And also check the description below. There are some other YouTubers in the Midnight Skies group that are also recording on this server, including Link, who you saw me chatting with earlier. And but yeah, go check out their videos, support them as well. And this has been episode number 9, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.